Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for a 1-hour Yin and Yoga Nidra practice. Tonight our practice will focus on the liver and gall bladder meridians, which are helpful for detoxification, stillness, and grounding. So I hope you enjoy this practice. And if you have props such as big pillows or bolsters or small soft blocks or any kind of harder, firmer blocks, feel free to bring them in for your practice tonight. And you can find all of my classes on YouTube if you look my name up, Tamara Maxim, as well as I have a Spotify account under Tamara YVR, and I have lots of playlists there, so feel free to connect with Spotify and use any of my playlists. So tonight I will draw an intention card from this beautiful deck called the Living Peace deck, and we'll add that into our practice tonight. And you may or may not see Honey here. She likes yin a lot. She likes to lie down and relax. This is a really beautiful intention, actually. It's forgiveness. Forgiveness is the opportunity for deep and compassionate understanding when two people have felt the pain of hurting and being hurt. It is a chance for one to say, I am sorry, and the other to say, I know. And actually, I found in this time there's a lot of difficulty in relationships because there's a change in the way that we interface with people and connect with people. And I think it's important to forgive ourselves for any misgivings that we might create with people due to this difference in the way that we relate to one another. And the liver and gall bladder meridians are responsible for detoxifying the body, and we can detoxify ourselves from any negative feelings, any harbored resentment, any jealousy, any anger, any kind of feelings that we have towards another person that are making the relationship difficult. So feel free to bring this idea of forgiveness into your practice. Tonight we'll start lying on the back in a reverse reclined butterfly position. So we'll be on the back, but the feet will be wide and the knees together touching. And you can take your arms out wide. If it feels good to lie onto a blanket underneath your spine, you can. Palms are facing up. You can start to connect with your breath. Maybe bring your awareness in toward the lower back, in toward the sacrum, all the way down to the base of the spine, the tailbone. And as you inhale, draw the energy up through the spine, pranavayu. And as you exhale, draw the energy down the spine, the pranavayu. And feel your palms being open and receptive, maybe to the intention of forgiveness, forgiving yourself for any opportunities that have been missed to connect with another person or to heal relationships. And find your own personal intention for this practice, maybe something you're working with on your mat or off your mat. Maybe you'd like to set a collective intention, something for the greater good. And as well, please feel free to dedicate this practice out to anyone that you like, anywhere that you like, anything that you like. To share this beautiful energy in a positive way. Feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze down. In this yin practice, we hold postures for time with the idea of softening the connective tissue, the fascia around all of the bones, all of the muscles, all of the joints. Let your inner thighs relax. Let your spine relax. Allow yourself to feel supported here by the mat beneath you. Start to watch your breath every inhalation. See if you can count to 3, 4, or 5. Every exhalation, count to 3, 4, or 5, and if possible, even longer. And try to find that equanimous breath, so equal amount of time for inhalation and exhalation, maybe a little extra on the exhale. preparing your body to completely detoxify, to find stillness, and to feel grounded. Now, if you're someone like me, you wish that there are so many things that you wish you would have done before this period of isolation and quarantine. Now, so many things need to be put on hold, and we can get very hard on ourselves about it. So start with yourself. Forgive yourself for any negativity or resentment that you might be holding toward your own self. And this will allow you to heal the relationship within you, but also with other people. We can be our own worst enemy when it comes to harboring resentment and negativity. So use this practice of detoxification to let that go. Continue here in this reverse reclined butterfly posture. Take about 5 to 6 more deep breaths. Feel free to sigh out your mouth for the last few breaths. Very powerful way to let things go. And bring your hands onto your torso, one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly. Breathe compassionately into your hands. Remind yourself that you have the capacity to forgive not only yourself but others through the act of compassion. Together we'll open our practice with one beautiful sound of Om, and if you'd like, dedicate this Om to someone maybe that couldn't be here to practice yoga, or that is far away that you wish you could see, or someone that maybe you've been harboring some negativity towards, and use that as an act of forgiveness. Deep clearing breath in through the nose. Full sigh out the mouth. Inhale for Om. Let the Om reverberate in your body, your mind, and your spirit, cleansing you, releasing you. Allow yourself to feel grounded. Allow yourself to relax. And slowly bring your hands to your outer thighs, close your knees together to touch. We'll start with a twist. So we'll begin with bringing the right thigh over top of the left thigh. Jog your hips a little bit to the right side. You can either leave your arms long beside you, you can cactus your arms or make a T shape, whichever you like. And then drop your knees toward the left side. And you might put a block or bolster underneath your knees. If this is too much for you, you can stack the knees together. And maybe turn your gaze toward the right side, creating a twist in the spine through this twisted root posture. Try to breathe even more deeply, connecting with that breath. Try to make it as long as you can with each inhale and exhale. Turning your gaze more to the right if it feels good. Try to squeeze out any bits of tension as you exhale and press the belly in toward the spine. And try not to compress all at once. So make the inhalation as long as you can and the exhalation as long as you can and even at the same time. So that's what's meant by equanimous, equal, not only in depth but in breadth. It's a good opportunity to identify anything that might need your forgiveness, anything that you'd like to let go of, anything that needs to be released in this active detoxification as we twist through the liver and the gallbladder meridian, which are located in the lower spine. Try to fill up with as much vitality and prana, chi as you can, energy flow. And as you exhale, release as much as you can of this pent up old energy. If you can twist a little deeper, maybe bring your knees up a little higher, remove any blocks or bolsters that you might be using. Use your top hand to guide your outer right thigh toward the left. Take your last couple of deep breaths here. Long, deep inhalation. Full exhalation. And bringing your gaze back through center. Bring both hands down to the mat. Push your knees back up to center. Be careful. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Maybe find stillness, hugging your knees into your chest. Then lower your feet to the mat, and this time we'll cross our left thigh over top of the right. You can find that position for your arms that feels good. It might be different on the side. Jog your hips a little bit to the left side, and then bring your knees over to the right. And you could take your gaze in the opposite direction. Maybe use a bolster or block underneath your knees if you need. If it feels good, you can turn your gaze, but if that's too much, keep your head in the center. And again, you can stack your knees together if the twisted root variation is too much for your lower back. Again, use the prana, the chi, the energy to fill up as much as you can. Then release as much as you can with your exhale. It's always appropriate in this practice to breathe out the mouth, to sigh and let something go. Again, taking this opportunity to identify, if you can, what it is that there is to let go of. Harbored resentment or jealousy or anger, difficulty in relationship, negative feelings towards yourself. Whatever is there, this is the opportunity. You've got time and space and breath, all that you need to release. It's always good to go a little deeper if you can in the posture, maybe releasing any props or bringing the knees a little higher. Using your top hand or your right hand, top of the outer left thigh, to guide that knee toward the mat on the right side. You can feel that pull in the lower back. If it's too much for you, again, you can always stack the knees, but that's the activation of the liver and gallbladder meridian. That's what we're targeting here in this practice. Using a healing energy of your rhythmic, long, deep breaths. Taking your last few breaths here, feel free to sigh out your mouth. When you're ready to release, bring your hands to the mat, bring your gaze back through center, support yourself to unwind, bring your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze, rock side to side. Just find stillness here, pressing into the shins. Relax through the lower back. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze the knees as you exhale. And then take a slow, gentle roll to your left side. You curl up on your left side. Take a moment here resting into the elbow of your left arm. Take a few deep breaths in this fetal position. Reminder of safety and nourishment, of being loved, held. Then push yourself up into a seat and make your way into a tabletop position. We'll take a few rounds of cat and cow here, so palms underneath the shoulders. Toes are tucked. When your inhale breath, tailbone comes up, tummy down, chest up, and as you exhale, round the spine, chin to your chest. Keep moving with the breath a few times. Really nourishing, grounding, releasing. A few more deep breaths like this. And from here we'll come into swan pose. So slide your left knee forward. Extend your right leg back behind you. Tuck your toes, slide that leg as far back as you like. We'll stay up for just a few breaths. If this is too much for you, you can come to deer pose, bringing your right knee behind your left foot. Otherwise, stay in sleeping or swan pose, an upright swan or upright deer. Take a few deep breaths here. Lift the heart, so pull up through the center of the chest. Feel free to use a bolster or blocks if you like underneath you. A deep inhale, lift the heart a little higher. And then as you exhale, let's fold down either onto forearms, or you can make your palms stack, forehead down. If you're in deer pose, same thing, you can be on your forearms or make a stack with your palms. And we hold a lot of energy in our hips and the big joints around our pelvis. So this is, again, an opportunity to release and relax. You're feeling like you can go a little deeper, you can always bring that left shin bone more parallel to the top of your mat. Or if it's too much for you, you can slide a block underneath your your left hip or a cushion. And of course, take deer pose if that's better for you. You find that your mind starts to wander in the stillness and the quiet. Bring it back through your breath. Come back to your intention. And forgive yourself. Don't hold resentment or frustration or negativity. Guide yourself gently back into the practice of stillness and meditation. Take your last 5 deep breaths. Feel free to go even deeper. If maybe you've been upright, try to go lower, or maybe remove any bolsters or props if you're using them. Last couple of deep breaths. When you're ready to release, bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Push yourself back up to a tabletop position. You're welcome to go to downward dog as well. Pedal out your heels, or if you're in tabletop, extend one leg back behind you at a time. Taking a few more deep breaths. We'll go to the other side. So this time you can bring your right knee forward, either extending back into swan pose, or guiding your left knee behind your right foot, or even at more of 90-degree angles if you like. It's really up to you. And we'll fold forward, but we'll stay upright. So there's a little bit of hinge forward from the hips in either of the variations. Of course, you can use props if you like, maybe a block under your right hip or a bolster that you'll lay down over. But take a few deep breaths in this upright position to begin. You're feeling the lengthening of the chest and the belly. A little bit of compression in the lower back, and this is to activate the liver and gallbladder meridians, which we're working on in this practice. Just a few more deep breaths upright. Try to sink both of your hips down toward the mat. And then when you're ready, you'll slowly lower down either onto your forearms or stacking your palms. You're welcome to bring your right shin bone a little bit more forward if you like. And stay connected to your breath, connected to your intention. These moments of stillness when we connect with ourselves, it's good to ask yourself what you have to let go of. And give yourself permission to let go. That's all it takes. If you need to forgive, start with yourself. If you need to release, it's okay. Here is the opportunity, the practice, where we're safe, where we're secure, where we're being held. If you're feeling good here, you can stay, or maybe to go a little deeper. Maybe relaxing down if you're not, or removing any props. Taking your last 5 to 6 deep breaths, again using that powerful sigh, reminder to your parasympathetic nervous system to stay connected, to stay in the state of resting, digesting, and relaxing. Give yourself this beautiful opportunity to release, to feel still, to feel grounded, to let go. Last couple of deep breaths. Sigh out your mouth. One more long exhale out the mouth. And as you're ready, press into your palms. Make your way back either to tabletop, as I showed last time, or here's downward dog. Pedaling out your heels a few times. Pulling your hips back and up, letting the head be heavy. And we'll all meet in Balasana, child pose. Knees can be wide or together. Let your hips come down to your heels, palms beside your feet, forehead down. Feel free to use any props you like. And from this place, we will take 3 Brahmari breaths. And the Brahmari breath is an exhalation with a humming sound with the lips closed. And this is a beautiful way to detoxify, to create a sense of stillness and feel grounded. So let the reverberation of the breath spread all around you like a big pool of energy. You're sinking down into that pool. And also use this breath as an opportunity to release and let go, like you're wiping clean anything that needs to be cleansed. So 3 in a row. Take a deep clearing breath in through your nose. Stay in child pose. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Last one. Deep breath in. Beautiful. Slowly, as you're ready, roll yourself all the way up. Make your way onto your seat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Lean back into your hands. Relax your shoulders and just take a couple of breaths here. And our next posture will be a hip opener, shoelace pose, which is in the typical regular yoga practice, Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So if you need to support yourself with any rolled up blankets or bolsters or cushions, feel free to do so. We'll start by crossing our right knee over top of our left, and the thighs will connect, so knees are lined up. And for some people, keeping the left leg straight is what you'll need to do. For others, maybe you can bend that left knee underneath you and push the thighs together so the knees are stacked. And you might want to have a bolster or props in front of you that you can lean forward onto. And you can press the tops of your feet down with your hands to try to spread the soles of your feet open just a little bit. This helps to release tension and tightness, but also good for the gallbladder and the liver, which are right in the soles of your feet, these nerve endings right around the balls of the big toe, just beneath there. Give that a little massage. Take an inhale, lengthen your chest forward, and if you can, start to fold forward over your thighs. And you may be on your palms, you may be able to get your forearms down, you might have a big bolster in front of you. Everyone will be different. Try to let your forehead relax. If you have a block, maybe you can bring your forehead onto the block. If you're quite high up, it might look like this. And if you can, extending forward, and you can even use a couple of blocks. The idea is to feel an opening in the right hip, so you'll know when you feel it. You relax yourself there. We hold this posture for time, so allow yourself to deepen in. Get comfortable as much as you can. Found from my own experience, when I'm harboring a lot of negative feelings in my body, it's often quite tight in my hips. The hips are kind of like this pool of all of these feelings that we don't want to let go of at the time, so we just store them there, and sometimes they get forgotten. But they come up, they get triggered, they rise back up to the surface quite easily at times. And when we need to forgive, it's many of those same emotions, like I've been mentioning, anger or resentment or jealousy, feelings of being abandoned or hurt. They're all there, just waiting to rise up to the surface. But rather than let them rise up and become a reaction, we can let them rise up and let them go. That's what we're doing here in this practice. We're giving them space to rise up, giving them time to release, and a good shape to let go. Try to relax your forehead down, let the neck be long. It's okay if you're rounding in the upper spine. Maybe for the last 6 to 8 breaths, if you want to try to go deeper, you can. Maybe releasing any props or supports that you have and let the body release naturally. Taking your last 3 or 4 breaths, sigh out your mouth. If you're ready, slowly push yourself up out of the opener, release back into your hands, extend your legs out long, give them a little shake. Let's windshield wiper the knees. So take your feet as wide as your mat, knees as well, and go side to side. Coming back through center, we'll take ourselves to the other side. So this time, the left knee will cross over the right. So the knees are stacked, or thighs are stacked as best you can. Keep your right leg extended if you need, or you can bend that right knee. Let your feet come out to the side and use your hands for a little massage of the soles of your feet. And then when you're ready, you can fold in. And if for some reason you've done a different side than what I'm doing, just switch sides. Doesn't really matter which side you did first in this case. And again, we have a good amount of time here, so you can start with props if you need. You may be more upright. You might even have to sit all the way upright. That's totally fine. As you can, release down slowly, gently. And this yin posture is designed to create a slow, deep release over time. Nothing dramatic, nothing fast. We move consciously, use the breath to help you relax, not the actual shape itself. Combine together the shape, holding in stillness, and the breath. That's the power of this practice. That's where we can let go. Hopefully you're feeling in the left hip that release. For the last couple of minutes of the pose, if you want to try to go a bit deeper, allow yourself to move there. No expectation or judgment. Just a willingness to release. The last 6 to 8 deep breaths here. Last deep inhale. And a full exhale. And slowly push yourself back up. Release back into your hands. Give your legs a little shake. And again, a windshield wiper the knees side to side. Sitting up nice and tall, extend your legs out wide for dragonfly pose. We'll take a side stretch on each side, left and right, and then one in the center. Not too long of a hold here, but just to release in the inner thighs and give our side body a nice stretch. Again, focusing on the liver and gallbladder meridian to release there. So we'll start by bringing the left arm onto the left thigh. Feel free to use any props or bolsters that you like. Right hand to your right hip, and you can stay right here. Let's take 5 deep breaths. If you want to reach your top arm over your ear, you can. Try to turn your gaze upward. You can tend your fingertips outside if that feels better, or inside. Last full breath here. Let's come up through center and go to the right. Right forearm onto the right thigh. Again, you can tend your fingertips inside or outside of the leg if that feels more supportive for you. Left hand to your left hip, turn and twist open. Stay here or reach your top arm up and over your ear. 5 breaths. Maybe try to look up. So elongating into the side of the body, you're lengthening the lower back. So last full deep inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come through center. We'll release forward. Forward fold here. We'll take 10 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale to fold. And you might be pushing your fingertips back behind you. Maybe they're in front. Maybe you can come to forearms or a block. Wherever you are, find 10 breaths and keep your feet active. Heels pressing out. If you need to, you can always soften the knees or lay over a bolster. Last couple of breaths. Full deep breath in. And a full breath out. Slowly support yourself to come all the way back up. Lean back into your hands. Extend your legs. Relax your shoulders and sway side to side. And then take the next 5 or 6 breaths to set yourself up in a beautiful Shavasana shape. And I'll guide you through Yoga Nidra, and then you can stay as long as you like in Shavasana. So take your time. Maybe you place a bolster or blocks or pillows underneath your thighs and maybe one behind your head. Maybe you put a nice blanket or something soft over top of you. And as I guide you through Yoga Nidra, you'll bring your awareness to different parts of the body. And as you bring your awareness to different parts of the body, consciously use your breath to help you relax. Every time you breathe in, bring your awareness to that space. And as you breathe out, let something go. Keeping in mind that this is a practice focusing on detoxification, on stillness, on grounding, and forgiveness. So start by taking a deep clearing breath in through your nose. Sigh everything out your mouth. Exhale. Now as you inhale, bring the breath right to the top of your head, all the way Sahasrara chakra, right to the top. And as you exhale, let the breath travel all the way down the body, all the way to your feet. And feel both of your feet at the same time. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, relax both of your feet. Relax all of your toes. Relax the top of your feet, soles of your feet, your heels and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Draw the energy all the way up through the spine, right to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, draw awareness all the way down to both of your legs. And as you breathe here, relax your lower legs, relax your knees, relax your thighs, relax your hips. Take another deep breath in. And a full breath out and feel the relaxation from your toes all the way up to your hips. Take a full breath in again, all the way to the crown of the head. And this time as you exhale, let the breath travel all the way down your arms to the tips of your fingers. Relax all of your fingers. Relax the top of your hands. Relax the palm of your hands. Relax your wrists. Relax both of your forearms. Relax your elbows. Relax your upper arms and your shoulders. Take a full breath in and feel the breath traveling through the fingers all the way up the arms to your shoulders. And as you breathe out, completely let go. Take another breath in all the way up the spine, right to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, drop your awareness right down to the bottom of your spine, to your tailbone, Muladhara chakra. Relax the base of your spine. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Breathe in a little higher and bring your awareness to your pelvic region, Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra. Relax all around your pelvis, your hips, your lower back. Take a breath in. Relax as you breathe out. Now take another breath in and rise the energy up to your solar plexus. Feel that energy around the belly, around the rib cage. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Take another breath in and rise the energy up to Anahata, the heart chakra. Feel the energy circulating around the front of your heart, around your lungs, around the sides of your rib cage, around the back of your heart. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, feel the energy relaxing down through Anahata, Manipura chakra, the solar plexus, Svadhisthana, the pelvic region, and all the way down to Muladhara chakra. So from the heart down, completely relaxed. And now take another breath in and rise the energy up to your throat. Feel the Shuddha chakra all around the front, the sides, the back of your throat. Feel the muscles inside your throat. Make a connection to your inner voice. All of those things that need to be said. Relax here. Take a breath in and a full breath out. And as you relax, you feel the shoulders soften. You feel the collarbone soften. You feel the front and back line of the body soften. Take another breath in and rise that energy up through the spine to rest Ajna chakra, the third eye. And feel all the space below the third eye relaxing. Your eyes, your temples, your ears, your jaw, your nose, your mouth, your chin. Everything relaxing. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Now let that energy rise one more time all the way to the crown of the head, Sahasrara chakra. And let the energy be released. Let the whole top of your head soften. And let that energy soften down the back of your head, the sides of your head, the forehead, like your whole body is being washed in relaxation all the way down. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. A full exhale out your mouth. Let everything relax. And continue in this beautiful state of relaxation. You feel the energy from your fingers, from your toes, from your arms, from your legs. Let your whole body soften with each inhale breath. Feel yourself becoming lighter, almost as if you could float up off the mat. And with every exhalation, let your body sink deeper in a state of surrender. Let's stay together here in these next few minutes, breathing, softening, releasing. Allow yourself to slip into Shavasana with effortless ease. In yoga, we use the term sukha to describe this easefulness that we find in the postures, but it actually translates as opening space. So how much more space can you open for yourself here? To find this spaciousness, find this ease. From wherever you are in your practice, feel free to join me or listen or experience the vibration of Om followed by Shanti, 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 a chant for peace. May you find peace within yourself and the world around you through this practice and in everyday life. Join me if you like, taking a clearing breath to begin. Inhale through your nose. Sigh out your mouth to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining me for this Yin Yoga Nidra practice. Feel free to check out any of the free classes that I've posted onto YouTube. I would love for you to share those classes with anyone that you like. There are practices for adults and for kids, so share them with anyone that you know. It's my wish to see you one day in person, but until that time, I look forward to meeting you this way. Namaste.